this was one I've been meaning to look at. It is an old 1998 or 99 iMac, and it's not currently working. It does seem to try to power on, in the fact that it doesn't power on, but you do hear sparking noises coming from the power connector. So that's a fairly good sign that something wants to happen. So what I'm going to do is to get into it and have a look at the motherboard and see if it's been damaged by the onboard battery. Now, screw wise, we have 1, 2, 3, I think 4 in there. And I'll be honest, I have never taken one of these apart before, so this is going to be a bit of an adventure.
Background music in the background. Background music, recording music for the background.
So with some gentle persuasion, this actually comes off, and you don't need to worry about the screws there, and certainly not for the moment anyway, because I'm thinking I might be able to do or get to what I need to get to with all of this potentially in the way. However, what I want to do now is try and get in a little bit deeper and actually get to the motherboard itself. Now that could prove easier said than done, so let's get started. So we have a couple of screws at the back here which are washered and hold in this plastic piece here, which is holding this shielding in place. And it looks like that actually, blimey, that actually releases something. So I can now pull this whole arrangement back, which means that theoretically I should be able to pull this out, undo this, the whole arrangement comes out, and that leaves us with a nice big fan. And if I just turn this over carefully to catch that, it gives us our motherboard. So just move that there. So what you have is screws falling out all over the place. One of them, oh that's okay, one's just hit my foot. This here is obviously the built-in battery backup, which doesn't look like it's been changed since 1998, judging by the date marker on it. However, it doesn't look like it's actually ruptured or done anything horrible. So audio, which goes around to here, so that must be audio. Video, which goes external monitor. That's the video connector. It's not actually a data connector for the CD drive as I first thought. Somewhere in here, unless it's been removed, there should be a hard drive. And I don't know where it is. There it is. It's underneath the CD-ROM drive. So there's the hard drive under there. It's a 3.5 inch unit. There is currently 0.82 volts. So that battery is rather dead, unfortunately. Let's grab the logic board again. and what I've done since is I've given it a bit of a clean up, so it does look at least a little bit cleaner. We'll just pop the cover back over the processor and the RAM. Like so. I think I've got it on the right. Yes, I have got it on the right way because it can only go on one way. Seems you have to squidge it in place, like so. There we go. I've pressed the reset on the CUDA chip. So what I'm going to do is move those to one side, get this the right way round, like so, and just feed this. Just feed this back into the unit. So I should be able to go. Which might help if I get this off. So if I remove this. It's a bit fiddly, but what does happen eventually is it should keep the cables out of the way of the main unit. You should find that it will slide back into place, sort of, like so, and there will be a gentle bit of persuasion to get it to go fully home, like that. Then we can reconnect the audio connector, which is this one. It goes into here. It's basically an extender cable from the motherboard itself. There we go. We have the main power connector, which goes into here. Which I need to put the other way around. So the main power connector is there. Then you have, that looks like a mouse connector. It goes to somewhere on the machine. I'm guessing probably front, which I have to be honest with you, I'm not sure what it's for, but we'll put it in anyway. This is the monitor connector. So that goes to the CRT. Probably first off to the control logic for the CRT, and then to the CRT itself. So we will do this up, even though we've got to have this board out again to replace that battery. There we go, so we'll get that into place. Plug this one in, like so. And those can tuck up around there. Power connector's in. As we'll pop the cover back on, and the cover slides on like so. Oh, you can stay like that for a minute. Right, let's just pop this in and see if we've got any life at all. Holy moly! We have something. It just made a Mac noise. There we go, that's there. That's there. Crunch, crunch, crack, crunch. Crack, crack. Crunch, crack. Crunch, crunch, crack. And we have one more screw which needs to go back in, which is this one. Okay, excuse the flickeriness, but that's actually powered straight on. As soon as I put the power connector in, it fired up. So that's now going to try and power on. And I'm wondering if it will work using just a USB keyboard and mouse. Otherwise, I will go online and try and find a keyboard and mouse that will suit an iMac of this generation. If I'm extra lucky, I might get one in the Bondi Blue colour, which this Mac is in. I mean, it's a very attractive looking thing, to be honest. My aim for it is I would quite fancy having it out here in the hobby area as an internet connected device. I've also got down there in storage the RISC PC, which I'll also probably could bring out as well and use out here as internet connected device. So that if I want to do any browsing or anything, to look up answers for things that I'm working on, I've got something out there. Yes, I could use something a bit newer, but I quite like the idea of having this. There's a bit of twitching from the high output side on the screen itself. That could be because it has a dirty first anode cap. That is, yeah, judging by that, that is a possibility. So we'll need to keep an eye on that and possibly actually get the whole case off and clean up that first anode supply, because I don't want it doing that too much. That wouldn't be good for the unit itself. However, the good news is it has actually booted up, and it's quite possible that with use that crackling will go away. It's also possible that I've blown some dust down into there as well when I was blowing the fan. But I am rather impressed with that. That's a really good result. Anyway, if you have found this video interesting, don't forget to hit the like button, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching, take care, and see you soon.